on behalf of my group, but as a member who has seen things I did not wish to see. And I hope the Minister does not believe the sanctimonious claptrap he read this House. I mean, to suggest for one moment that the policies of this European Union are impartial is just ridiculous. Everyone knows that we pursue a policy of double standards. We expect and demand the Palestinians to obey every requirement. We merely request that the Israelis meet our wishes. Those double standards reek. And Commissioner, you remember standing up here just a few months ago after the Palestinian delegation had returned from meeting Mr. Haniyeh in Gaza before the breakdown of the Palestinian Unity Government, saying to this House that you wanted to do everything you could to support that government. Within a fortnight, of course, it had fallen. It had fallen partly because we had refused to talk to the elected representatives. We had refused to talk to Mr. Haniyeh. And not surprisingly, having undermined the democratic forces, the forces of violence took over. We never seem to learn from the lessons of history. We have to stop ignoring the wishes of the Palestinian people. We have to start paying some respect to the forces of democracy, and we have to recognise that you can't make peace without talking to your enemy. The continuing refusal to deal with some of those elements in Hamas who want to take a step towards us just makes promotion of peace in the Middle East impossible to attain. And now, one question about the motion before us. Why are we even thinking about giving money to Gaza? What's it got to do with the European Union? Gaza is an Israeli prison camp. It's nothing to do with us. It's the Israelis who should be responsible for keeping 1.5 million people alive. They're the ones who keep them in misery. It's not our responsibility to be providing our taxpayers' money to meet Israeli responsibilities. But finally, again, this question of impartiality. Within the last couple of weeks, we hear that the Israeli Defence Force has ordered the confiscation of more Palestinian land to build the roads to enable the building of the E1 settlement, the further expansion of Jewish settlements in East Jerusalem, against every commitment we have requested the Israelis to make, against every hope that there could be for a genuine outcome from the peace talks that are coming. And as the Palestinians see all hopes of a viable, independent Palestinian state disappearing before their eyes, what is the European Union going to do about it? You know very well it's going to do nothing except mouth a few words. No tangible action.